Hello viewers, welcome to the episode number 3, Pasupatastra, the weapon that could never be used. What if a weapon existed that could end not just armies, not just civilizations, but existence itself? A weapon so dangerous that merely desiring to use it was considered a disqualification. No battlefield, no enemy count, no collateral limit. This was the Pāśupatāstra, a weapon meant to exist but almost never to be used. Origin and context. The Pāśupatāstra is described in the Mahabharata, the Ramayana and several Puranic traditions. It is associated with Pāśupati, Shiva, as the Lord of all living beings. Unlike other astras, it was not passed casually, it was not meant for warfare, and it was not bound to be a specific form. The Pāśupatāstra could be invoked through a weapon, a thought, a glance, or even pure will. That alone tells us something critical. This was not a tool, it was an authority. Only Arjuna is explicitly described as receiving this knowledge directly from Shiva, and even then with a severe warning: this weapon must never be used against mortals. How the Pāśupatāstra worked. To understand the Pāśupatāstra, we must abandon the idea of mechanics entirely. This weapon did not function like energy release, it did not escalate, it did not negotiate, it ended. One activation. Unlike other astras, the Pāśupatāstra did not rely primarily on spoken mantras. Texts suggest that intent itself was the trigger. Desire to annihilate was enough, which implies something terrifying. The weapon could activate from within the mind. This is why its knowledge was withheld, even from powerful warriors. Because you could not accidentally fire it, but you could emotionally qualify yourself to be destroyed by it. Second, target scope, unlimited and absolute. The Pāśupatāstra had no fixed target. It could destroy a single being, erase entire armies, or dissolve all life in a region, even across realms. Some texts go further. They state the weapon could unmake creation, disrupt cosmic order, affect gods, demons, and worlds equally. This was not exaggeration, it was a warning. Third, no recall, no counter, no shield. Here is the most frightening part. The Pāśupatāstra had no counter-astra, could not be recalled, could not be blocked, could not be undone. Once released, nothing, not even the user, could stop it. That makes it unique among all astras. Even Brahmastra had recall, even Narayanastra had compliance logic, the Pāśupatāstra had finality. Fourth, user destruction is included. Many miss this detail. Some descriptions imply the user of the Pāśupatāstra would also be destroyed if the weapon was invoked without absolute righteousness. In other words, it did not protect the wielder, it did not favor allegiance, it did not reward victory, it enforced cosmic balance, not survival. Arjuna and the weapon never used. Arjuna possessed the knowledge of the Pāśupatāstra, and yet he never used it. Not during the worst days of the war, not when the entire army stood against him, not even when the Dharma itself seemed threatened. Why? because the weapon demanded something impossible, total absence of ego. To use the Pāśupatāstra correctly, the user would need to be free of anger, free of desire, free of victory seeking, and at that point, there would be no reason to use it. That paradox is intentional. Modern analogy. If the Pāśupatāstra existed today, how would we classify it? It would not be a weapon, it would be a cosmic kill switch, a total system reset, with no soft cards, no rollback, no recovery, something beyond nuclear weapons, autonomous AI, biological extinction tools. It would exist outside law, outside strategy, outside war. And that is why no civilization could survive possessing it. Why the Pāśupatāstra was meant not to be used. The epics make something very clear. The Pāśupatāstra was not created to be deployed. It was created to define a boundary, a reminder that some power ends meaning itself, some knowledge must exist only as restraint, and some victories are worse than defeat. This weapon was the edge of creation. The Brahmastra destroyed worlds, the Narayanastra enforced surrender, the Pāśupatāstra ended existence, but the greatest lesson was not about power, it was about restraint, because the highest form of control is knowing when not to act. In the next episode, we step away from annihilation and explore a weapon of precision and recall, the Sudarshana Chakra.